Apollo 13. Disaster in space turned into a last-minute rescue. Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. It's April 1970, and the world is basking in the glow of space exploration's golden era. Against the backdrop of the churning Cold War, humanity has already touched the moon with the Apollo 11 mission. And now, Apollo 13 is set for yet another giant leap. But unbeknownst to all, this mission would be remembered not for its lunar success, but for a dramatic survival story that would captivate and unite the world. Just 3 days after leaving Earth, an ominous bang echoed through the lifeless void of space. It was an explosion, shaking the craft like a wrathful titan of old, and leaving crew and ground control on tenterhooks. This marked the beginning of what would be one of the most miraculous rescue missions in space history. A journey through the shadows of fear and into the light of human ingenuity and resilience. Before chaos reigned supreme, Apollo 13 dazzled as a paradigm of technological achievement and human ambition. Launched on April 11, 1970 from Kennedy Space Center, the mission carried astronauts Jim Lovell, Fred Haise and Jack Swigert toward the moon. Spirits were high amid the crew and mission control, the rhythm of routine lulling all into confident security. Little did they know, power, air, and the very essence of survival were soon to hang in the balance. The silence of space, punctuated by mechanical whirs and beeps, masked the impending drama. As the Saturn V rocket hurled them into the celestial sea, everything seemed under control, until reality intruded with a stark reminder that in space, the margin for error is perilously slim. Jim Lovell, Fred Haise and Jack Swigert. These names would soon become synonymous with valor under duress. Let me bring you closer to these extraordinary individuals. Lovell, a veteran of space, exuded calm and wisdom. His steady hand and seasoned mindset would be crucial. Haise, the lunar module pilot, was brimming with youthful determination. Though novice to such harrowing crises, his quick thinking would become invaluable. Swigert, a last-minute replacement, embodied adaptability and resourcefulness. These men, unified by the fragile bond of life in the endless darkness, worked together with unflinching resolve to navigate the challenges ahead. They weren't just astronauts. They were embodiments of the indomitable human spirit, a testament to our capacity for courage in the face of the unimaginable. Houston, we've had a problem here. These words, spoken with chilling brevity, announced an event that transformed a moon-bound mission into a desperate struggle for survival. An oxygen tank had violently ruptured, sending shards of metal and hope spiraling into the void. Indicators flickered red, systems blinked out one by one, and within moments the spacecraft's power and life support were failing. Ground control in Houston watched in silent horror, grappling with the stark reality of the situation. The very tools designed for exploration had become instruments of crisis. The astronauts were alone, hundreds of thousands of miles from home, with dwindling resources. The once mighty vessel was now a crippled lifeboat in the silent expanse of space, testing the limits of human ingenuity to its core. As the reality of their predicament sank in, the crew and ground control embarked on a whirlwind of innovation and improvisation. The lunar module, originally a vessel to land on the moon, transformed into an improbable lifeline. engineers and astronauts collaborated in a race against time, devising a makeshift carbon dioxide scrubber to cleanse the air. Picture it: duct tape, plastic bags, and a sock, each ordinary in isolation, yet together forming this life-saving contraption. It was survival by necessity, a symphony of human creative spark and resilience orchestrated under the most taxing conditions. The literal air of Apollo 13 was on the line, and failure was not an option. Minds and hands moved in unity across a chasm of space to ensure these men returned as heroes, not martyrs. With solutions cobbled together from courage and necessity, Apollo 13 limped onward, an asteroid in disguise, hurtling back towards Earth. Each passing second was agonizing, an eternity waiting for re-entry. Would the heat shield hold? Would communication be restored in time? The world fell into a collective hush, minds dwelling on what could be the last moments of these brave souls. Then, like a phoenix rising from oblivion, Apollo 13 splintered the clouds of doubt, landing safely in the warm embrace of the Pacific Ocean. Cheers erupted worldwide, a testament to human ingenuity and determination having triumphed against astronomical odds. History had been made, not in miles walked across lunar plains, but in the strength of the human heart and mind. The Apollo 13 saga, etched into the annals of time, remains a vivid reminder of what humanity can achieve when faced with adversity. Through the heroism of its crew and the brilliance of support teams, this mission transcended its initial goal. The legacy of Apollo 13 lies not in dusty moon rocks, but in the courage to transform a near tragedy into triumph, teaching us the value of adaptability and relentless innovation. It serves as a beacon in the tapestry of space exploration, fortifying our resolve to venture further, explore deeper, and believe in the indefatigable strength of invention. Each telling of this story is a tribute to human potential, a testament that with spirit and intelligence, no distance is too vast and no challenge insurmountable.